In the previous episode, we learned how Sylvanas decided to group up with none other than Lord Garithos, and while she does know that he's just a means to an end, he is fighting for his kingdom, and we're using him to try and take down the Dreadlords. Chapter 6, a new power in Lordareon. The next day, on the outskirts of Lordareon's capital city, Sylvanas and her allies prepared to lay siege to Balnazzar's formidable defenses.
The capital city is heavily defended. Balnazzar is no fool, my lady. This battle can be won only through attrition.
What's the matter, demon? Are you afraid?
Watch your tongue, human dog. Your hollow bravado does not impress.
Stand down, gentlemen. Save your anger for Balnazzar. Garithos, I'll lead my forces in a frontal assault while you attack the city from the rear.
An aggressive ploy, milady. So long as we get our capital back, I'll stick to whatever strategy you wish.
Give the order. Let the attack commence.
You're just a means to an end, Lord Garithos. Just a means to an end. Alright, so we got a pretty large base right over here, and apparently we got one in the bottom right as well. We have to destroy Balnazzar's purple base, but apparently we once again have to try and fight with two bases at once. That gets rather tricky. We've had a mission like this, of course, with Malfurion and Illidan, with the Naga as well as the Night Elves back then. It's been a little while, but regardless, we've got Lord Garithos right here, a level 8 Dark Knight. Interesting. Anyway, first off, he's got Holy Light. Secondly, he's got Shockwave. He's got a Devotion Aura as well as an Avatar. So he's a bit of a mix right here between the Tauren Chieftain as well as... you know, of course, the Paladin as well as Muradin, the Mountain King. I believe that's the only way you can go ahead and pronounce that. Regardless, we'll probably have to try and get a couple more of these dudes on lumber. There we go. And I guess we'll start teching up here ASAP. I'm not sure if I am going to be able to control this very easily if I've got a lot of small units. So generally speaking, it's probably a good idea for me to try and, you know, get a couple of hotkeys for each of these forces, but have really high tier units because it's much easier. There's going to be a lot of different things I'll need to micro though. This is going to be a little bit messy. Apparently I do have some shades over here, so I'll set those in different kinds of corners here. Do I have any upgrades? Oh.
Lord Garithos, our scouts have found the missing band of dwarves. They appear to be lost in the wilderness nearby.
Those brainless dwarves are almost more trouble than they're worth. However, we'll need them on the front lines. I'll have to lead them myself.
So where exactly are those? Alright, they're hanging off in the corner right here. Okay, we'll have to try and locate those, that's for sure. I was still busy selecting my units. So we can get some upgrades here, which should be very helpful. We already got the Black Citadel. Although apparently, the one dude that I just was scouting with already got or ended up getting killed there, which is a little messy.
All shall be revealed.
There's an orange base down here. So wait, which one was the one that we needed to kill? Destroy Balnazzar's purple base. Yeah, Balnazzar, the most powerful of the Dreadlords, holds Lordareon in an iron grip. Only with the help of Garithos' army can Sylvanas hope to overthrow the mighty Dreadlord's rule and bring him to his knees, thus establishing her freedom from the Scourge once and for all. And then we also indeed can get the Iron Forged Dwarfs, which is pretty awesome. We'll probably have to try and defend against several different bases. There's an orange one right down below the one over here, and I'm assuming that there's going to be something similar up to the north here as well.
Show me a target.
So hotkeying is going to be pretty important. How am I going to go ahead and do that? I was looking here at my Temple of the Damned. So this time around my Banshees do not have any additional training. I don't know if I want to get a whole lot of Banshees. I guess they're still going to be really good though, even if they don't quite have their upgrades just yet. I should create probably another couple of these dudes just to continue onwards with that lumber gathering, and we'll tech up towards the Black Citadel to make sure that we can get all of our upgrades. I think for the time being though, I seem to be alright here and just simply sitting back for a little bit and building up a bit of a larger force. At the very least, that's what I think I should go ahead and do. So, ooh, I was gonna say, the way I'm gonna hotkey this... The way I'm gonna go ahead and hotkey this is gonna be rather important. So we got hotkey 3 and 4 right here for the humans, which I actually quite like. Oh man, that's not actually the hotkey that I was expecting. Alright. We got different hotkeys here for the different bases. I think 3 and 4 is going to be the human army, and 1 and 2 is going to be these over here. Whew. This is going to be a tricky one to control. That's kind of the thing I got though from that Naga mission we had. If you don't control things properly, it's going to be very, very difficult to achieve anything. So we're going to have to fight at 2 different angles here at once as well, which seems to be alright. I don't know how many Banshees I want to make though. I guess there's still going to be an important unit here. I'm secretly hoping I will be capable of getting myself some more higher tier upgrades here as well. There's going to be so many things that I need to micro though. So many different units. This is going to get messy real fast. It's alright, it's alright. We'll just have to try and get a lot of these. I also want to make sure that I get myself a bunch of abominations. Actually, I already got a slaughterhouse. I didn't see that one. Alright. We'll try and get those. And maybe I should get 2 of these obsidian statues as well. I'll queue those up. Alright, we'll get additional lumber here soon enough. We'll queue those up. And I think I should probably go ahead and take down that orange base first, because there's going to be a lot of units that will move down from there. At the same time, I want to try and tech up towards knights here, which I think is very helpful. And that is going to be another hotkey here entirely. Trying to make sure, of course, actually, let's go ahead and get one of those arcane towers instead. Trying to make sure that I get some solid defenses here. Not sure if I'm going to have to defend a whole lot, and which of the 2 bases will be attacked more often. But so far, we're holding on. Oh god, okay, actually the purple base apparently pushes as well. I was hoping that that wasn't going to be the case, but indeed they are going to try and take us down too. I'm currently already constructing quite a few additional units. But still, this is going to be a pretty tough fight to take. In particular if I've got no possession available just yet, so we'll have to try and get that one out as early as we possibly can. Let's go ahead and get the master trading right here. And probably I want to try and get myself some necromancers out as well, which seem awfully powerful. Oh god, I've got like no anti-air. Oh, no way. I've got like no anti-air on this end of the map. Ah, damn it. I should have created some dwarfs. I should have created some units that can shoot up. What could I even build? Hold on, I can't really build all too many units here on these alliance dudes. And while I can make this a little easier for a little while with militia and all that, I'm gonna need something more than just this. I think I actually may just simply need to push up north much sooner. So, before restarting this one, which I think will probably be my best bet, because I have got a lot of good units here, I just can't really use them right now, I'll move over towards these dwarfs, because they would be incredibly good at taking out all of these flyers. I could also just simply add on some more static defense. That's actually not a bad idea either. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to fight a bunch of these kobolds along the way, but I should be capable of getting over here quite early on into the match, which should be very helpful. I'm just not really capable of killing these flyers at this point in time. I actually quite like the setup though that we have had thus far, where I'm sort of like, you know, testing out the mission first off before committing to one massive attempt to try and, you know, overthrow the objectives that we've got. I actually don't really mind it all too much. It's pretty convenient to go ahead and do it like this, because now we've got a decent understanding of what needs to be done, and we can try and start looking here at what we can do to try and fix this as well. Regardless though, I think I'm gonna try and see if there's not a base here as well for Lord Garithos after freeing the dwarfs up north. I also think I want to go a little bit more Crypt Fiend heavy. I was thinking about it for a little while longer, considering I will have, you know, quite a few units out here. And they will all require micro, right? Going for units that are easier to control is probably a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably a good idea. So, I'll put all of my unit producing structures here for the undead on hotkey number 4. I don't even know if I want to make too many banshees, to be honest. Maybe actually necromancers are easier as well in that idea, just because they're, you know, much easier to micro. I also now know where I need to put up my static defense. Yep, these are the dwarfs. So go ahead and get that one started right here. Actually, you need to go over there. And at the same time, well, that is hotkey 5 right here. I want to put hotkey 6 up for the humans as well. Well, we are gonna try and defend here at the bottom, and then we'll push straight up north. So after defending this is when we move straight up north. Okay, so here we go. They're gonna push right onto our base. I may end up losing this tower once again, but I'm okay with that. Of course, we once more have to make sure that we push aggressively onto all of these minions as well. Try to make sure that we keep as many of these dudes alive. Very nice. And as long as we manage to do this effectively, I think I'm going to be capable of pushing straight up north here as well, as soon as we can. Now I know that there's going to be a fight over here shortly as well. Or rather on the undead end of the map, but we'll push forward here on this end instead for now. I'll position my army here on the undead side of things, down near the bottom, because this is where that push is going to come in. You guys should really come up here. Oh man. The fact that you can only have so many units on a single control group does make it a little more difficult. Regardless though.
What does the shadow will?
I'm here.
The restless dead.
You guys should be hold key too. There we go. Trying to keep everyone up and running. We will have to kill a bunch of these guys along the way, but that's nothing too terrifying. It seemed all pretty doable at least. Although these are actually rather powerful. They're more powerful than I had anticipated. Alright, so eventually the Sasquatch and whatnot will be dealt with, which is good. I'm gonna need these dwarves though. There we go. Ooh. Amulet of Recall. Okay, these are fine. I actually, did I even go into the correct direction? No, I don't even think I needed to fight these at all. I should have just pushed into a different way. Doesn't really matter. That was still good, economy right there, or rather good experience right there for Garithos. He's currently level 8 already, so he's actually a really powerful guy. But I'm gonna have to make sure I get back there in time, though. Because there's quite a few fights up ahead. Quite a few things that we'll have to kill. But I think we can do it. Alright, please go ahead and take down all of these kobolds here along the way. I know they're a bit of a pain. I know that can be a bit of a pain to deal with. I think I actually should probably just stick here to using my ultimate primarily as well as the healing. There we go. Let's get Avatar now. We'll have to get ourselves some more knights here as well, but that's all good. Taking these out really easily. And there's actually also a base over here. Should probably see if I can destroy these cages. For Ironfort! Come on. There may actually be some more troops somewhere, but I'm on a bit of a timer here. Come on. Come on. Come on, you silly horse, man. Okay, I knew that the next fight was going to be over here, so that's good. I should go ahead and probably curse one of these guys as well. We should tack up here to the Black Citadel ASAP too. Alright, taking down these guys. And we can then start fighting all of these rock chunks, which apparently need to be destroyed. I'm not sure. There we go. I'm not sure if I need to destroy all of it. There we go. Lord Garithos is there. Whew.
Can't you idiots follow simple orders? There's a war on and you louts are off having a picnic. Get this column rolling immediately.
Right away, Lord Garithos.
Move them out, lads!
Oh, they don't pay us enough to put up with that asshole.
Arsehole, dude. It's okay, I forgive you. You have a target? You know what? I'm gonna come back here later. I'm gonna have to make sure that I make my way over towards the base once again. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be in some trouble here once these frostworms come in shortly. They're next, right? That's the next thing that's coming in. Alright, so here are once again these flyers that are coming in. Apparently for some odd reason, they're not actually fighting on top of our towers this time. They're actually in a different area. Oh man. I hope I'm actually gonna be alright though. I can keep some of these alive for a little while. They actually shoot really powerfully. And now I can also actually... Oh, I can now train these riflemen. Alright, that's actually a big deal. I should really get myself some more... Yeah, that's actually a really big deal. That's great. Rescue the dwarfs to gain better... No, I already got the dwarfs, dude. Oh, shit! Wait, I got this many troops already? Oh, man. I got a lot of stuff. You know what? I think I need to hotkey this a little differently. We'll just get started right here on Garithos' end. We'll unhotkey everything we got for Sylvanas for now. I need 3 hotkeys to control this. There's a lot of items around here as well. I should probably try and see if I can get those. Because, there's a lot of potential forces that we can pick up out of these cages too. I actually just found a couple more. They were just simply hanging out in one of the cages. I want to also make sure that I get myself a new town hall started. But so far, I got so many troops that it gets rather tricky to actually control everything. Oh, actually, they're attacking this base as well. Ooh, there he is actually. Balnazar himself. I did not anticipate he would be pushing here as well. So apparently, he's attacking all of the bases that I've got.
My wayward pet Garithos. I see you've grown a spine since we last met.
Your mind powers tricked me before, demon, but never again. You and I have a serious score to settle.
Okay, so apparently I've got a food limit right here. I don't know if that's actually limited to 100. I'm assuming it is, just like everything else, but that was an awfully powerful army there. Alright, so let's see what's over here. I'm assuming there's gonna be another base where that green army came from. I think. I would imagine there is. Maybe. Alright. Ooh. There are some units over here. You think I'm going in the right direction? Alright, anyway, I'll just simply create as much stuff here as I can. And I should probably start constructing some towers here up north then as well. Just because of the amount of aggression that we just saw coming in. There we go. So I can apparently, yeah, no, there is a base over here too. The Lich. There we go. Creating as much as I can. There's not a whole lot of micro I can really do here though. I can just simply try and get my units in range, I guess. Which seems to do a pretty good job. I guess I need to be a little careful here using all of my different cooldowns, but other than that, okay. I can try and apparently micro more and more of these units too, but for the most part, I should probably just continue creating as much as I can and go from here. So there are actually a lot of forces here. I wonder if it's too many. I wonder if I can actually kill this right now. I do have a lot of units. If I can take down this base, that would be very, very helpful. At the same time, I'm gonna construct some more things up here. And I think I'm actually doing this pretty well, to be honest. Although, most of my dwarfs are falling. And that does make this a lot more difficult. Yeah, no, I should have engaged this a little bit differently. But we still got... Actually, this may be... No, I was gonna say, maybe these two are connecting, but it doesn't look like it. I will have to take out this base before I do anything about the purple one in the center. Alright, so here are the undead coming in once again. These are the ones that I fought closer towards their base last time. So I think that this is gonna be probably a little bit more beneficial for me. Very good. I wanted to see how that ability worked. Probably not the best use for it, but it's alright. And we'll counterattack here instead. So we'll counterattack towards that green base here instead, which is probably a good idea. At the same time, I'm rallying over here, and I want to try and make sure that I get a whole lot of these towers set up, while also getting myself the masonry upgrades, so we can hopefully prevent this from really dealing any kind of, like, serious damage to us. Once the purple base starts pushing here again. I think it's taking turns or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it seems to be taking turns. Let's try and see if I can bait these units outside of their base. That would make this way easier. Okay. Very good. Trying to target fire down all of these annoying units. Using my range units to try and take down their necromancers. That fight is once again coming in here in the northern end, but that's alright. That one should be taken care of quite easily here. Alright. You guys should try and take these things out. Apparently this fight is taking quite a little while, but I got a lot of units here as well, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh man, he's also pushing over here at the exact same time. Ooh, that's kind of terrifying. There's actually a lot of things happening here all at once, and I guess that's what makes these missions so very tricky. You just simply have to fight so many different fights at once. Oh no, I don't think this is going according to plan at all. I've got so many units here to fight, you know, so many units to try and deal damage with. And the Lich is now also back up and running once again. Okay, so this fight over here is coming in once again. We should be able to take this one down, right? I now also upgraded all of the other towers that I've got. So I should probably see if I can potentially, for example, pick up some of these units and target fire down these different Crypt Fiends, because they're an absolute pain to deal with. At the same time, I want to start pushing over here. Okay, we'll try and move back once again, just to see if we can bait them out.
You vile traitors will suffer for this outrage.
Come on, come on. Get over there. Come on! The pathing. Guys, you gotta get over there. Okay. We are dealing a lot of damage here. Oh no, that's the wrong hotkey.
Let's see. I made one of your brothers my servant and tore the other to bloody shreds. I wonder what your fate holds, Balnazar.
I'll cut out your tongue. You disappoint me, brother. Lord Garithos must have been stung by your treachery. How dare you call yourself Nafrazim?
Here we go. Taking down so many of these buildings just using a handful of these steam engines. They are incredible. I did not know they were that good at taking down buildings. That's insane. And I'm taking down a lot of this base here already. Now I'm probably gonna have to create some more of these. Ugh, I forgot about that. But I've seemed to be capable of cleaning all of this up reasonably easily. And the steam engines just simply stay alive for so long. It's insane. Oh man, I actually have got a lot of resources here for the undead. I should get a lot more units out like that. That double attack though kind of scared me. There we go. Go after their main building if you can. Take down whatever you can. If I would have another steam engine actually, can I make these? That would be incredible. Can I? Oh, I can now make a workshop as well after freeing up the dwarfs. That makes a massive difference. Ooh, if I would have had a second one, I would have been able to do so much. Huh, I did not realize that at all. That's insane. Alright, take down these guys. We should still be able to do quite a bit though. But I'm gonna need it here eventually. Alright, I think I'm still taking down this entire base, but... Alright, let's upgrade some of these towers. I got a couple of ziggurats right now. That should keep me alive for a while, right? I don't know if I actually build maybe a little too many. It's hard to say. But considering these steam engines are this good though, I'm pretty happy about this setup right now. Ah, no way! Balnazar is actually finding this base? I didn't think he would. I did not think that he would be able to go ahead and do that. Regardless, I think I should be alright. Oh man. Come on. We're doing a pretty good job at holding the line over here. You guys should head over there real quick. I put up a couple of towers. You should just fight whatever you can right here, Mr. Steam Engine. You seem awfully good at doing exactly that. But we're gonna need some more troops over back at home. Okay, we're taking down all of these as well. We're doing a pretty solid job, all things considered. We're doing a pretty solid job. I've taken down a single one of the bases. I think next up, considering I can just simply defend here quite easily now. Next up, I'll build a couple more towers here. And we'll defend here for the humans, okay? And we'll start fighting with the undead instead. I think we'll go after the orange base here first. Although I am gonna need a couple of these meat wagons. Just a couple. Look at the amount of towers. I made way too many ziggurats. I went a little overboard. Remember when you guys complained that I never made static defense? Well, that's the thing of the past. Ooh, I'm trying to check out what's going on over here towards the east. Apparently there's a bunch of dragons. We can come back down there later. I was secretly hoping that there may be an expansion or something over here, but I think I'm only going to be sitting on a single base. Now, of course, building that much static defense is not an issue if you had infinite amount of resources, but I do not. I do not have infinite amounts of resources. So I'm gonna have to take this a little bit more carefully than I have played it so far. Considering I'm quite limited when it comes to my resources right now, I think I want to focus on upgrades here first and whatnot. Before really focusing on going into high upkeep. What I'm waiting for right now is an attack wave from the east. I'm waiting for, you know, the big guy, the big purpley dude, to make his way over here, after which we should be able to have quite a bit of time on our hands to start fighting the orange base. Now, this base doesn't look that terrifying. This one we can take out quite easily. The second one is a lot more scary, because of course that's where apparently one of the liches is at as well. But we can time these reasonably easily. I've also decided that I probably should go ahead and take over this base here instead. Because the one apparently up north does get found by the Lord in purple. I don't think this one does. And I guess I'll make a couple of siege engines. Because I think eventually we're going to be capable of engaging that base here in the center with both of our armies. I think we can surround the purple base quite easily, and the siege engines seem insanely good. I'm gonna be capable of getting, like, you know, 200 supply worth of units, which is quite nice. I would say that's quite nice. Apparently there's a push coming in over here. I was waiting here though for the base over here to be pushed in. I don't know if it will. Oh well. We'll fight this one here over, or this one over here instead. Silence her so she can't continue with all of those different damage types. And actually, he did a lot of damage there. I should maybe even consider just continuously casting that. Even though I'm taking quite a bit of damage on him right now as well. Okay. Looks like we managed to kill the majority of the necromancers. And maybe we should just go ahead and push right now. Maybe we should just go ahead and push right now. Oh no, here he is.
These plague lands are mine.
Okay. Ooh, an Orb of Corruption would be insanely good to have. No, 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 please don't die here. That's a bad timing. So many units, though. Even though they're fighting right off the top of our towers. These are stupid strong. The fact that we have to fight two of these camps at once makes this awfully scary. Not sure if I'm a big fan of it. But as long as I can take these out, we're not all too worried about any of this. Really wish I could go ahead and possess some better units here. Alright. You guys get over here, please, because we know very well who's next. And even though there is some damage still coming in here, we can easily deal with the silence right here as well. As long as that thing is silenced, we don't really have to worry about a whole lot. Okay. Look at the amount of damage, though. There's so much coming in here in a short amount of time. Can I mind control those? No, I cannot. Whew. Okay. Well, this is pretty much as good as it gets for me to deal with this, I'm pretty sure. Don't think I'm gonna be capable of doing a whole lot more than this, but still. The amount of elementals right now is insane. Even though this is pretty much as good as a fight goes. Whew. I wonder if going this heavy into Crypt Fiends was a good idea. It's not like I can take control of any of these units anyway. Actually, the fact that Sylvanas is sleeping here for a little while as well doesn't help. But still, her damage output and whatnot is good, but I'm not gonna be capable of counterattacking here though. Right? That's not gonna happen. I've got like nothing here. Well, I guess we can give it a try. I guess we can try and see what happens if I counterattack right now. I've got some time, that's for sure. Alright, so we're taking down this base at least. That's actually pretty good. We're gonna be killing a lot. We're gonna be killing a lot here. It's not really the alliance. I guess I got a lot of time though, because you gotta keep in mind, they're gonna be facing off over here next. You know what? I can build towers for days now over here at this end of the map, just because I got so many resources and I'm already maxed out. As long as I somehow, some way, right, take down the next base here as well, life is gonna be pretty sweet. And there is gonna be another gold mine for me to pick up over here too, so not all is lost just yet, because I can continuously keep on mining now as well. Yep, so once again, look at that. He is coming in over in this direction. But that's not really doing a whole lot. We can absolutely shut that down.
Defend the base at all costs.
Show me a target.
Okay.
Job's done. Job's done.
I'm gonna try and see if I can continue pushing here for a little bit longer. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I don't have that many units, and this base is gonna be rather well fortified. Oh, and actually, right at this point, these guys are moving in as well. Which should be pretty solid for me, actually. Because we deal a lot of damage. Maybe I should actually take over these units as well. It's hard to say. Oh, that's alright. Alright, and we'll push onwards here. Try and see what we can do. I'm just worried that I don't have enough for the next attack wave, you know? That's kind of what's terrifying me. We'll have to bait these units out. This is all my army? Really? That's all that's left over? Oh god. Yeah, that's nothing impressive. Okay, let me save real quick, just in case, because this could be me losing my entire army. Okay, take over these things. We still got quite a few units, though. I just don't know if it's enough. Looking at this army, I'm thinking I'm gonna need something a little bit more impressive to deal with all of this stuff. Because while it's not the most powerful and well fortified base, there's a lot of boneyards and you know, whatnots available here. I wonder though, like, here's the thing. Next up, even though I'm mining once again, next up, I'm gonna have to like defend this area, but also the purple base over here. I want to try and see if I can potentially run Lord Garithos' army to the other end of the map. We'll just do some exploring, okay? I'll just simply right-click him towards this base, because look at the amount of resources I got over there. It's insane. Anyway, I think it is about time here we go up into higher upkeeps as well on Sylvanas' end. And I'll actually focus here on a bunch of necromancers, because I haven't really been making all too many of those, but if I recall correctly, they're probably some of the most cost-efficient units, which is definitely what I need right now. I should have not built this many ziggurats. That was dumb. I don't know why I did that. It was kind of silly to go ahead and do so. Regardless, though. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, here he comes again. I'm actually called out on the wrong end of the map here. Trying to move my units this direction. Trying to pay attention here to the mini-map. Come on, my ladies. I don't know if worms are actually, or if these guys are actually ladies. I have no idea. Please don't drop too many. I wish I could silence him. Maybe I actually could silence him before he cast that spell. There may have been a chance that that is an option. Why are you attacking my Black Citadel for, dude? Oh, that's actually pretty unfortunate. Is that a really big deal or is it not? I can still create my army. We're still dealing with all of these things. It may not be as bad as I think it is. Although, it was the only thing that I could use right there to actually create more and more of these More and more of these acolytes. I don't know if I'm gonna need more though. You know what? I think we're actually fine. I think we're actually fine. Alright. So once again, we have bought ourselves a lot of time this way. I've bought myself a lot of time this way. Next up, of course, there's once again gonna be an engagement over here, but I mean, this is totally fine. These will not be taking any damage here anytime soon. Oh, their guys are already maxed out as well. We can give it a little bit of time. I can sit back here at the fountain that I just unlocked too, and we'll move into the orange base as soon as we see that this shade spots incoming troops. Oh, there's gonna be a big push here. Well, I guess there already is. Don't die. Can you please take that one over? Come on, give me that frost worm. Very good. My gold mine on the Alliance's end has indeed been collapsed, but pretty sure that's not that big of a deal. For some reason I didn't see them moving out. I guess I wasn't paying close attention. But this is when we start moving here as well. Well, I guess I need to build my ziggurats over here, because I have got nothing in the other on the other end of the map here anymore. Once again, I'll make sure here to save, because this engagement is going to be an important one. I'll make sure here to save, as we'll try and bait them out. I'll put raised skeletons, of course, on autocast.
Show me a target. I've no time for games. Give the order.
The dead shall serve.
Okay, ideally we fight right outside of this, you know, shenanigans. I'll take one of these guys. Raising as many skeletons here as we can. Well, why are you guys fighting these ones for? Always. Please don't kill me. Okay. Try and get that Lich down ASAP here. Sadly, she did get another Frost Nova. But we're fighting here. And we're doing a lot of damage. Please don't kill my meat wagons. Come on now. The AI is really no fun when it comes to meat wagons. Trying to take down all of their unit producing structures here. As well as, of course, whatever else we can find. I've got a lot of units here. We're pushing quite aggressively. And I think we're doing a pretty solid job at killing all of these things here too. I should have not had that attack right there on autocast. That was a mistake. Can you please take down one of these things? There we go. Okay, so once again, there's a push over here, but that's not gonna do anything terrifying. There's gonna be another one of those demons that joins us because of the ultimate right there of the demon. Okay. And this is good. This is really solid. I should have had a couple more meat wagons. I think this may be the last one dying. Or just barely not, but if I would have had more, I could have taken all of this down quite easily here. Pretty good. I'm worried though, because there's gonna be a big fight over at our base here in just a little bit. And while I'm holding back thus far, and I do have enough mana right now for another charm, and I think I can take down this base, it's just that the orange base in the middle, or the purple base rather in the middle, will be spawning here with a lot of things very shortly. I actually kind of want one more of these frost worms to come out, just so I can deal with it, you know? Just so I can charm it here. They're still adding on more units, but I'm pretty sure that since the Altar of Darkness is not producing anything anymore... actually, it may not be producing anything right now either. I think it's just burning. There's a good chance, though, that they're actually done making units right now. Because I took care of all of their unit-producing structures. Or most of them, at the very least. And I also got all of their acolytes down, as well as their altar. Or rather, as well as their, what's it called? What's the main building called? It's slipping my mind right now for some odd reason, but I'm pretty sure that will completely shut down this you know, aggression as it is. I don't even have one of those buildings anymore. A necropolis. This is what I'm talking about, though. I don't think I can defend against this. I mean, I'm gonna lose my entire base here. Maybe I should back up just a little bit right before I took down the last of these important buildings. Right before I noticed that all of their... Right before I noticed that all of their production was gone. Take care of this, then come back around again. Okay, so here we go. I'm actually retreating out of this engagement. It feels a little bit silly. But I think that I've taken care of all of the important things, right? There's nothing mining here anymore.
I'll look into it.
As far as I know, they're not going to be capable of producing anything. So as long as I can defend right now at home, I'm going to be in a really good spot. As long as I'm going to be capable of defending at home, though. And that's not going to be easy. As long as I get there in time. I think it's actually doable. I think it actually may be doable. I think I've killed all of the last of their unit producing structures. We'll save. So here he is. I may end up losing some of my troops, but that's okay. There we go. And we're dealing with this, actually. We're doing this. Maybe not as beautifully as it could potentially be done and all that. But I think we are doing it well enough. These towers are helping out so much. Without static defense, I don't think any of this is possible. Really, like, static defense is the saving grace right now. Whew. Got him. Got him. Alright, take down the last of these buildings, please. There's actually a single Crypt Fiend over here somehow. Oh, a second one as well? Well, I think we can deal with these. And eventually, after quite a bunch of time, we're taking care of a lot of stuff. Now, apparently there is a Lordareon city stash. Ooh, I didn't even see that.
Storehouses such as this hold many of Lordaeron's treasures. Seek them out, and we'll claim whatever artifacts they hold.
Alright, you may live, Spirit Tower.
I'm here.
You're the witness.
I've no time.
You gotta tell the story about this shenanigans. Next up, all that's left to do is establish a massive army here on both ends. Which is done by getting this gold mine as well, I think. I'm gonna have to make sure that I get myself a bunch more of these acolytes. A bunch more need to go over here, but also a whole lot more on that expansion. And I will just simply need to max out. Then we just simply need to max out. I'm already maxed out on the other end of the map, of course. So once again, right, he's pushing over here. It does absolutely nothing. These towers just simply keep everything alive. Do I have maxed out masonry? I think I do. You guys should start taking down some of these here as well, but... Nah, we're good, dude. We don't need help. You kidding me, Lord Garithos? Have you looked at your own base? We've been maxed out for forever, and we got nearly 10,000 resources in the bank. I think we're alright. I'm pretty sure we're fine. Alright, so here we are. It is indeed the next day. Because it turns out this mission takes a little bit long to complete. But regardless, I am just about to go ahead and max out here on army units. I want to try and get to 200 supply here in total. Not entirely sure what kind of army composition I'm really looking for. But considering I've got 2 bases kicking in right here for the undead right now as well, I think I'm going to be in a pretty good spot to just simply make a lot of units. We'll max out at 100, and I think I think I should be able to just simply overpower this purple base. There are going to be a lot of units though, so that is one thing to keep in mind. I may even want to push here from the bottom end instead. Just to try and be in a bit of a safer position. But I'll get myself a bunch of meat wagons. Of course, I got myself a whole lot of these steam engines already. Apparently, I can't really create a whole lot more. But I think we're in a pretty good spot. All right, so he's coming in once again. I want to try and see if I can silence him before he can summon all these big demons. There we go. Is that possible at all? Is that going to be a thing? Can I silence him for long enough so he can actually never even spawn those demon things? That would be perfect. If that is a thing, well, that wasn't too bad. That actually wasn't too bad at all. Only 2 of these elementals start spawning. I am indeed hotkeying a little bit differently right now, because I'm gonna have to hotkey a lot of stuff. But that was a good defense. That was a good defense. I want to make sure, of course, that I get myself a bunch of these meat wagons out. They're 4 supply each. So I think I'm going to be capable of maybe adding on 1 more necromancer. Are you guys 2 supply? Turns out you are. Alright, so here is the plan. I've got myself quite a lot of units. We got solid upgrades, and while the composition maybe not perfect, this should be working out quite well. So first off, control group number 1, a lot of these crypt fiends as well as 2 heroes. Control group number 2, a bunch of necromancers. I got a 4th one here hanging out as well that I will make sure to manually cast with while we are in their base. Then we got control group number 3, which is all of these humans. Control group number 4, which is a bunch more of these dwarfs. Then we got control group number 6, which is 5 of these siege engines, and 7 is a lot of these meat wagons as well. And then 5, as you may have noticed, to skip that one, is all of my production. Now here's the idea. I'm gonna wait for the Dreadlord to attack the base here to the right, which should be up next. Should be the one that I should be facing it next. I'm gonna wait for all of the towers to take him down, try and take minimal damage here on my troops whatsoever, and then we'll counterattack straight towards their base. And considering, you know, even though my composition may not be perfect, I think that the sheer amount of stuff that I've got here on both sides should be enough to overpower him. Alright, so there's an attack wave coming in right over here. There's probably gonna be some damage that we'll take here, but that's alright. Actually, it's not the Dreadlord right now who's fighting over here. We're still capable of taking these units down really easily, though. I've already positioned my forces over here. But I think we should be capable of killing these just fine. I think next up, we'll go ahead and position our units over here at the fountain as well. Including my siege engines. Otherwise, we've got all of these dudes leading the charge. I don't really want to bother with that. I guess we could just simply pause for a second, but I don't really want to. Come on, siege engines. I know you guys are a little slow. A little clumsy. Man, the pathing in this game, though, it's so like, ugh. It can be a little frustrating at times. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff here. I'll make sure to save. I think I should probably push in here with the dwarfs first. Maybe even with the siege tanks, or the siege engines rather first. I mean, they're tanking so much. They're not gonna take a whole lot of damage here whatsoever. Okay, here we go. Attack move. Attack move. And we'll do the same thing over here. I did buy some items, by the way, on all of my troops.
Now, feel the wrath of the Legion.
Okay. I don't know if this is actually the correct way of approaching this, though. Because this may very well be the other way around. Maybe I should be fighting all of this with my main army, I guess, of undead first. Ooh, they still do a lot of damage. Now, we are pushing in here on the other end. So there is that. I'm gonna be capable of at least damaging some of these dudes quite efficiently. Well, the siege engines are still up and running at least. Ooh, this is actually a tougher fight than I had anticipated.
My power is supreme. You mongrels cannot win.
There's a demon gate over here. We'll start producing here as much as we can. And of course, I gotta make sure that I use my different ultimates here too, which I found to be awfully helpful. There we go. We are still pushing really nicely though. And even though that wasn't a super cost-efficient fight, I think I may have done enough here to just simply clean this one up. Now, do I need to destroy the entire base? Yeah, I do. I was gonna say, maybe I can just get away with destroying the demon gate here, which would be a pretty easy feat. I guess I'll take that one over. We've got a lot of stuff, and I'm also, like, producing a lot more units here in the meantime. Well, actually, that demon gate does need to go down, though, because there's a lot of demons, apparently, that spawn from that thing. A little unfortunate. I can go ahead and use the different scrolls that I brought along as well. And, of course, more and more of that output right there. Very good. And at the same time, I am rallying more and more units across right now as well. There we go. I'm actually looking pretty solid here, all things considered. Even though that was a little messy here on the human end of things, but we got so many units just simply, you know, overpowering all of this army. It looks like we're gonna be capable of being more than alright. I do want to make sure that I target fire down that Altar of Darkness though, so their commander, their heroes can no longer spawn. But I think with that, we're just simply gonna attack move. And actually, there's still a couple of these siege engines doing damage. With that, we should be able to just simply take down the last of their buildings in just a matter of minutes. And there we have it. Finally, the mission has been completed. Very nice.
It's over, Balnazar. Theramothras.
Yes, my lady.
Kill him.
But it is forbidden for one of the Nathrazim to kill another. My defection was one thing, but this...
I require one last test of your loyalty, Dreadlord. Do it.
You wouldn't dare.
There, your business is done. Now I want you wretched animals out of my city before I...
Kill him, too.
Gladly.
We're not a very nice group of people now, are we?
The capital city is ours, but we are no longer part of the Scourge. From here on out, we shall be known as the Forsaken. We will find our own path in this world, Dreadlord, and slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
I always loved that name, the Forsaken. But eventually, we have indeed managed to complete this mission as well. Only a handful of missions remain, so if you haven't already, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as those videos go live. And other than that, I want to thank you very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright, and I will see you in the next one.